Kenobi's corner. Kenobi's corner. Kenobi's corner.
I'm just excited for the new year to start. When is this going to be over, John?
Never.
When is it going to be over?
Never.
So we talked about that leap second.
Mm-hmm.
Were you there part of that conversation?
Yeah.
That has got to be added so all the clocks are all
Stupid
normal.
Leap second.
What if in that time a rip happens and we have to relive that day again for all eternity?
That would suck. As long as it's nothing crazy, man. We've already had some pretty stupid stuff happen.
And I'm on call this weekend, so I would hate to be on call for all eternity.
For the leap second.
That's the nightmare.
You're just going to get the same terrible call over and over again.
That's a legit nightmare. Welcome to Kenobi's Corner. I'm Eric, and this is my partner in crime, John.
Woo woo!
that was almost the horn. That was half horn.
No, man, it wasn't the horn. The horn is
yeah, that's true.
We can't do it anymore, though, man. That's 2016. That's the past. I mean, we're in 2016 right now recording, but we post 2017.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So we can't do it anymore.
Posting to the future.
It's done. It's all the future.
Yeah. Well, we're not here to talk to you about the future today, at least.
I mean, who knows? It might go to that.
Yeah, we're all talking about the past. But we're Kenobi's Corner, like I said. We're here to talk about movies, TV shows, video games based on comics, sci-fi, and fantasy, and everything we find interesting in between.
Everything in between.
That's right.
Sweet.
Welcome. So we missed last week because John was super sick. Super sick. He said, "Oh, it's just allergies.
It's allergies, man.
It's so
no
allergies.
Problem.
If it's anything, it's freaking allergies, man." False.
Lies, dude.
He's a GD liar.
He was bad, man. It hit me all of a sudden, dude.
Yeah.
I went from I can recall Sunday morning feeling totally fine. Then Sunday afternoon, waterworks from my nose.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, it's got to be allergies.
Why are you crying, John?
That's when the wind. That's when the wind started kicking up.
Oh,
and I was like, it's got to be allergies. But man, this is really heavy.
Yeah.
And by Monday afternoon, I was like, I'm dying.
Yeah, you're done, son.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I know you came into work and you're just like, nope, I'm not going to say anything to anybody. I'm just going to keep my head down and go straight to my desk.
Dude, I was not feeling well at all. But I made it.
Yeah, you did.
I couldn't even take time off. Everybody else had time off already, so I was stuck.
You scheduled that terribly, your sickness.
I didn't. Stupid body.
Yeah.
This terrible thing.
I know.
It's because I don't take care of it.
That's true, you don't.
Because I just had a giant meatball sub.
Yeah. And before that, you had a large coffee, which is super weird. I think all the sub absorbed all your coffeeness.
It did, man.
And,
that's terrible. It's just making me sleepy now.
Now you're just filled with sleepy and sickness.
Well, enough of that, man. We got a whole lot to cover. Sorry. We got a ton to cover today.
That's right.
Hope everybody had a great Christmas, and I mean, hopefully we'll be posting this on New Year's Day. So hopefully everybody's having a great New Year's Day. And if you're listening to it after the fact, then I hope it was great for you even then. So welcome to 2017.
Yeah, welcome. Enjoy us the morning after.
Right?
Yeah.
So now that we 2017 it.
Yeah.
2016.
We got to cover the last craziness of 2016, and of course all the sadness that has just been ladled all over our faces.
It's so stupid, man. Look, I really, really hate when people are like, oh, this year was a great year, this year was a bad year, or because to me, dude, every year has its ups and downs. Every year is about average, when you look at the whole picture of everything. But dude, 2016 has been something else.
Yeah, this is the one year where everybody's right. 2016, you sucked.
Dude.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, go ahead, man. Before I start crying.
Okay. Well, of course, we had to note day before Christmas, Carrie Fisher had a heart attack. She was stable for a few days, but of course now she has passed away. And then a day after she passes, her mom passes as well. So Debbie Reynolds passed as well. Man, super hard.
Dude, even Christmas Day even, man.
Yeah.
With George Michael.
George Michael, too.
Damn. Dude. Ridiculous, dude. That's freaking insane, man.
Yeah. So I know there's been a huge just like response to everything that's been going on. Just everybody just really kind of like in shock because it really happened so quickly.
Yeah.
And
that's
man.
like 3 right like back to back to back. That's stupid.
Yep. That's crazy.
Dude.
So well, if at any point anybody was listening from any of their camps, you know, we just, you know, best, you know, wishes to their family. Hope they just stay strong and just stick with it because, of course, it's a tough time. But 2017 is right around the corner. It's right there. It could only get better.
Hopefully.
Yes.
That's everybody's hope and dream, I think, right now, just for
true.
2017 to be any significantly better than 2016. Or just even go back to average, man. Go back to having an average year, like year on end. But
dude, just like she said at the end of Rogue One, there's hope.
There's hope.
There is hope.
Oh, man.
So,
yeah, dude, that was. I mean, it was sad. It was like.
Oh, sorry,
you know,
spoiler alert if you haven't seen it.
All right, yeah, spoiler alert for Rogue One.
Yeah, damn it. Okay,
yeah,
maybe,
dude, like
maybe you could throw that in there right before.
I mean, that had happened. Geez, I don't know, man. Were you like a huge fan other than just Princess Leia on Star Wars?
The only other movie that really comes to mind right now is When Harry Met Sally, which is super not in our wheelhouse, I know.
Yeah.
But I have to say it because she was pretty funny in that movie. And if you're down for a good rom-com with your significant other, definitely check it out. But you know, definitely. I know you. Did you check out anything else from her work recently?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I really don't know a whole lot of her movies. Like, I mean, I knew of the movies, and I'd watched them and seen some of them. Some of them I completely forgot she was in. Like, until I went back and I was like, oh yeah, like that she was in that, and she did this and did that. So you know, not a crazy huge fan outside of the Star Wars stuff, but man, I really loved her in Star Wars. And then the other thing that I checked out was Wishful Drinking. It's on HBO. It's an HBO special that she did. Kind of like stand-up-ish, where it's just like her talking about her life and kind of everything that's happened and all the other stuff about it and, you know, mental illness and her family history and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of crazy, man, because it happened. I'm assuming HBO just has control over that stuff, so it just kind of brought it right up to the front page for HBO. Where I mean, I'm pretty sure I had noticed it before, but I'd never like gone in there and watched it just because lack of time. But it pushed it right up to the front page for Wishful Drinking, and dude, watching it was kind of trippy, man. 'Cause, I mean, she just passed away. She's talking about like all her family history and like all that stuff that's going on, and it was like she was there back again, telling about her life. You know, like a full-on, almost like retrospective, like on who she was and why, and all the things that surrounded her, like right after her death.
Yeah.
And like literally, dude, we ended watching it. It finished, and then Brandy got on Facebook, and it was like, dude, her mom passed away.
Damn.
And it was like, oh, dude, like what the freak, man?
Yeah.
Anyway, but dude, I mean, all the stuff that she did, and looking back at everything, and even her mom, dude, like, I've never watched Singing in the Rain. Like, that's one of the things that, like, it's probably, I don't want to say have been on my list, but it's one of those things that, you know, if I ever got a hold of it, I know I would watch it because it's one of those that's a classic that everybody says you have to watch. It's really good. And since she passed away also, they've been showing a lot of clips and stuff from that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I ever was really a fan of her mom, but I really want to watch Singing in the Rain just because all the clips on there have kind of, I don't know, just made it seem interesting to watch that movie, like, and really, like, seek after it rather than just being passive on it and being like, I'll watch it when I can watch it. But
yeah,
I want to look for it now and see what it's all about.
Right on. Yeah, other things, Carrie Fisher. I didn't even know, I totally forgot that she was in, well, not just Star Wars, of course, but she was in a bunch of episodes of Family Guy. She did a lot of voice work.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
And then, what else she was in? Damn it. I was just looking at it. Hold on. It was so weird to see it. Oh, The Burbs. Did you ever see The Burbs?
No, I didn't.
Oh, man. Tom Hanks. Crazy neighbors in a little suburban neighborhood. Like, all the neighbors are super nosy. And they think, like, their neighbors are, like these murderers or whatever. Yeah. And it's just, like, Tom Hanks really giving a solid Tom Hanks performance. And
dang.
But she plays his wife, and it's pretty amazing. Definitely check that one out. yeah, just gotta keep on moving on.
Yeah,
2017.
super, super sad. And I mean, I don't know. I mentioned it just because it immediately started coming out as soon as it happened. But everyone was like, "Well, I hope she was done with all the stuff for episode 8, or wondering what's going to happen now." And
well,
I
yeah,
mean,
it's been in post for a while, so
Yeah.
so hopefully that's she was finishing that up, and
Yeah, or
I know there's been
completely
a couple
finished.
things that have come out that like what's the role going to change or what they're going to do next. So it's really super soon to tell anything. So
yeah.
who knows?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really care other than that when I saw it. I mean, like, yeah, it comes up in your head, but I was trying not to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
I mean, just want to briefly mention it because people were talking about it, but it'll work itself out.
Yeah.
At this point, like, who the hell cares? Like, there's real people, real life having to deal with all this stuff, and her family's still going through it. So, like, I mean, what does it matter? Like, it's a freaking movie. As much as I love it, and I love Star Wars, and I love her role as the character in Star Wars, like, who gives a damn?
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, yeah, we got to move on.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. So, yeah, that's the least of my concerns right now. Not to get too preachy, but hopefully it's yours too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, we gotta keep trucking, but we're sure everything will work out that way. But, yeah man, really sad to see her go.
Well, as we look on to 2017, we look at another movie that. When we look at some trailers that came out recently, I know that we wanted to cover a couple things, but I think the thing that came out of most note was Alien Covenant, man.
Yeah.
You were super, super impressed with Prometheus, where a lot of people were not.
People did not like that movie.
No. As this is like a direct, like, boom. Direct sequel to that.
Yeah.
What do you think after you saw the trailer?
Dude, it's cool, man. I was excited before. Just because when they first announced that they were doing it, there was all those rumors for a long time. It's like, oh, they're moving away completely from the Prometheus thing because people didn't like it. And I was like, oh, I mean, that's cool. Like, I'm still going to watch it. Like, I like it. I enjoy it. Like, I like the whole Alien series. But I didn't know how to feel about it, that they were kind of moving away, and it kind of sucked that they were shunning it.
Yeah.
And then now to see that it's all coming back around, and they are going to, they're going to basically touch on it, and it is going to be part and in line with Prometheus stuff. I'm like, yes, cool, man. Like, I'm all for it. Like, let's do it. And yeah, dude, the trailer is creepy, man.
Yeah.
It's getting back to that. Let's make it scary as hell.
Yeah, and I was a little worried for you because it is a little bit more horror movie like than anything
Nah, man.
else. But it's gonna be a direct sequel to the prequel to the quadrilogy. Because there's another movie supposed to come out. They're going to have a third one that's supposed to... I don't know if it's supposed to butt up against the original Alien movie, but...
Yeah. I mean, it always... you never know, man. I'm super skeptical nowadays when they start talking about, like, trilogies and doing all this stuff that's going to lead up to it. Because if this one does bad, who knows? They might not even do another one.
Right,
but,
exactly. Because I think that's what they're waiting for. Because Ridley Scott says, like, no. Because they were going to do that reboot with the director of Chappie and Elysium taking over the Alien series, but since Ridley Scott's like, no, I still got some ideas here. Yeah. So he's gonna continue on. So, but this one looks good, man. Like the trailer, it's scary.
Yeah.
Red band, super bloody.
Yeah,
so
heck yeah.
It looks awesome, and if it continues on, and I think this is like the way they're showing it, this is exactly what I wanted Prometheus to be.
A little more scary.
A little bit more scary because it's not like
it's not a kids movie.
Well, yeah, not that any of the other Aliens movies were kids movies. They were just a little bit more over the top, especially once Ron Perlman got involved, in that third one.
Oh yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It kind of got away from the scariness and to the I don't know, to something else. But I'm excited to see it. Like I want to see where it goes.
I don't know. I know there's a lot of hate for Prometheus, and I can see why there's hate at certain parts of it. But to me, man, a lot of those things that people hate on are really, really forgivable. And there's some things that are not forgivable in that movie, but those are the frustrating things that you see in pretty much any movie. Like
Guy Pearce.
No.
I
actually didn't mind that too much.
No.
Because of what they did pre that, where they had like modern day TED Talks when he's a young man.
Yeah.
And they did a lot of those. Like, so if you hadn't watched anything on the web, Like all the stuff coming up, like the viral marketing kind of thing that they've been trying to do for years now that never takes off. If you had watched that and seen that stuff, dude, it would fit in a lot better. And you would understand why he is like that. And since it didn't get as popular and people didn't see it as much, it really seems like it's just kind of like a throwaway thing. Like, oh, you're going to have him and then just like have him do that little piece in the makeup. Then it makes sense. But I didn't mind it because I'd seen the other stuff.
Yeah.
And then like the stuff to me that's unforgivable is like the same, like I said, stupid stuff that you see in all movies, like people running in a straight line when something's falling on them. Like instead of running sideways, instead of running north to south when something's falling north to south, just run east to west. Like, get out of the way. It doesn't make sense.
She didn't get crushed anyway.
I know. But like, dumb. You know what I mean? The plot holes, I think, were one of the things that, I mean, not necessarily unforgivable or forgivable, but it's stuff you see in every movie. I think one of the things that people didn't like about it is it doesn't look like lived in space. Like it looks brand new, shiny, utopian-ish kind of space and space travel and exploration and all that stuff. Where the previous Alien movies were very like gritty and everything looked used, everything looked a little bit older, more realistic, I guess, in that sense. Yeah. But I mean, this was, for me, Prometheus was, a brand new ship going out doing something that nobody else has done before by probably what I would assume at that time, like Weyland Corp being the most rich company in the galaxy. Like right now, if Apple were to make a spaceship to go travel somewhere to find new alien life,
it'd be the Prometheus ship. It'd
be something like beautiful and pristine and, wouldn't have that stuff. So when people were like, oh, that's stupid. Like, that doesn't fit in the alien universe. Well, I mean, I don't see why not. Like, why wouldn't you have something like that be the first thing that's going to go out there and then things start going to crap and breaking down and maybe they don't do it anymore exactly the same, or it's been years now that they've been out there traveling with the same ship. Yeah. So, I get it. I understand. But anyway, I'm excited about the movie. That's enough talk about it. I've just been like rambling on for like 10 minutes now.
This is the Prometheus show. I know it's come out a few years ago, but we felt that it needed to be said.
Well, see, now I won't talk about it as much later on because I did plan to talk about it later on.
Okay, good. Okay. We're okay
but yeah, dude, I'm super excited. Like, if they can improve on Prometheus, give people back what they loved about the original like movies, but keep some of the elements that I thought were pretty cool about the Prometheus like line, awesome. Yeah. And then one of the things that hopefully this will benefit from is because Prometheus went through like 5 different screenwriters.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like,
I think we talked about that last time.
Changing the writer over and over and over again because they had a great concept to begin with, but people kept sticking their hands in the cookie jar and it got all convoluted and messed up and
gross,
watered down.
Yep. So
who wants a watered down cookie? It's disgusting.
Nobody.
That's
who, John.
Yeah. So
I said nobody ever.
So hopefully this one will be the idea of how they want to do it and what they want to do. So hopefully that'll happen.
Yeah. Well,
anyway.
let's stay in space for the next one.
All right,
let's do it, man. I'm excited.
All right. So we're going to get into review time now.
Yeah.
With tons of spoilers.
Super spoilers. Actually, not even going to do like a unspoilery review.
No, we're just going to go full on spoilers.
Full throttle because we got a lot of shit to cover.
Yeah. And I think neither one of these movies is going to be really that spoiled if you know what all the stuff is.
Yeah. But we got to say what we're talking about first.
Okay, let's go.
Passengers.
Yes.
Let's do Passengers first because I saw that a long time ago. It feels like and
you
saw it recently. So I know you're going to have a little bit more to say about it than I will. Just because I thought it was very good. It did not show what I feel like it was misrepresented in the trailer. Like, I even watched the trailer again today just to make sure I knew what I was talking about. In the trailer, it's all like thrilling, perfectly done, masterpiece. Exciting thrill ride, just like a continuation of like action, just like just action phrases, and that's not what it was at all. Like, yes, it did have that stuff. Yes, there's some segments in there are pretty amazing and visually orgasmic, but the scenes, oh man, it's really indescribable. Where this is, because I felt like it was like a Castaway movie. It was it was definitely segmented. It was a Castaway movie. It was a I don't know, maybe I don't even know how to name the second part. Well, you know what I mean. I felt cast away because a good third of the movie was him by himself.
Yeah.
The second part of the movie was him with a friend. And then the third part of the movie was all the shit breaking and them trying to live.
Yeah.
So in that part, it was very action oriented at the very, very end, the very last third of the movie. But up until that point, there wasn't any action. It was a very beautiful spaceship. I think the sets were done amazingly. I think
the sets are probably really one of the highlights of the movie.
Was really, really cool. Like everything looked really
visually. There was a lot of the movie that was pretty awesome.
Yes.
The visual effects, the way they thought about some of those effects and the way it happened, all really, really cool. Even the action sequences, there wasn't many, like as many as I think you in particular had thought and other people had thought.
Yeah.
But they were done super well for what was on there.
Yeah.
Dude, I like the movie overall a lot. I think a lot more than what it's getting on all the reviews by critics and people going to watch it. Like it seems like it's getting a lot of hate. Yeah. But I didn't think it was that bad. I kind of went in there with low expectations because of that. Like, oh, okay, well, it's just gonna be
Well, that's the trick, man. If you go with no expectations, there's no way to go but up. It's either you're excited that false. I mean.
The other movie we went to go watch, I went with low expectations. They were fully met.
Okay, well, not fully.
Not fully. You're right. You're correct.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
All right, anyway.
But at least for Passengers, a few critiques besides the trailer, which I know is not their fault because they didn't do the trailer. I think the promotional stuff they did for it was pretty amazing. I think I like watching Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence talk shit about each other. I mean, that was funny. But as far as just the movie itself, maybe unutilized talent. Andy Garcia was in it for 2 seconds and he just gave a weird look.
Right.
And that was it. I feel like he had more in the movie. But they maybe cut it out.
Possibly, man.
Because you don't just get Andy Garcia for 2 seconds,
right?
What? That's crazy.
It didn't make sense.
Nope. He's not a cameo guy.
Yeah, maybe it would. Maybe at the end. If you watch the movie, you know what we're talking about. If you didn't watch the movie, I'm sorry because you have no idea what the hell to make sense of anything. Quick synopsis?
Yeah, hit it.
You do it.
If it's quick.
You know how long-winded I am.
Yeah, you are.
Go for it.
You got a lot of wind in you today.
Summarize it.
People now have the ability to leave Earth to a new planet. It's called Homestead 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a Homestead 1 or is Homestead 1 Earth?
I have no idea. Maybe it's a previous planet that they did?
Yeah. Because it seems like...
The company's name is Homestead. So.
Right. So I think that this isn't a reality where moving to a different planet is an option. So they go into hypersleep. They sleep for 120 years. And then when they wake up, they're living a whole new life. In this instance, 90 years has passed. They have
30 years has passed.
Oh, 30 years has passed. They have 90 to go. So regardless of what happens, they will die on this ship if they don't get back into hypersleep or whatever. Shit goes wrong. And they got to figure it out before
that was awful. This is awful.
Before everything goes broke.
So something happens with the ship. At first they don't know. Chris Pratt's character wakes up.
Let's not go too deep.
No, we're going deep. We're hitting it super spoiler right now.
Okay, yes.
We said it already.
Okay, super spoilery, yes, but we don't need to give a play-by-play of the movie.
No play-by-play.
No play-by-play. Rough overview because we got a lot of shit to talk about. Right?
Okay, anyway. So, after everything, after Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt decide that they're not going to, I guess...
sleep anymore.
Yeah, they're not...
Get a sleepy time.
Yes. That's when Andy Garcia, comes into play. What's his name?
Nope. Wrong. The other Jennifer Lawrence is... No, nobody. Lawrence Fishburne wakes up.
No. I'm talking about the end.
Oh, you're talking about the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Because he shows up and just sees the trees and that's it.
Are we talking about the same guy? Do you know who Andy Garcia is?
No.
Andy Garcia?
What's his name, dude?
Lawrence Fishburne.
No, at the end.
Andy Garcia.
Yes.
He came in... Okay, they decided, okay, what we're talking
I'm skipping right toward the end to get back to our main point that we were just talking about.
Okay, you're skipping right
that
toward
he was
the
in
end.
there for like 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
So it feels like maybe he should have gone and found them, or maybe there was the opportunity to talk to them somehow or something, where they would have done a little bit more discovery with him. But yeah, it's like it just kind of ended before he got to do anything.
They didn't show their bodies because, of course, they're dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd figure they would be dead.
Yeah, after 90 years, and they're already
They would have been
plus
like
years old.
They would have been like 120 something.
Yeah. They would have been 120 years old.
Who knows, man? Maybe in the future people live to be 150.
That's true.
So
What if they looked like only they were 70?
they had the Guy Pearce treatment.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Prometheus.
I was looking to see if there was any other nods to any other series to maybe that they're in that same universe, but I couldn't even see it. Even the email system they use was like crazy. Took them like, what does it say? What did it say? Like, it will take
Oh yeah, that was
10
awesome.
years for the email to get to them.
Yeah.
And then
So like 9 years to get back, like 14 years. 9 years to get to Earth, 14 to come back.
Yeah.
So it's like an expected travel time of like 23 years or something like that for response time. Something ridiculous.
You have now been charged $6,000.
Yeah.
Like, damn it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I thought it was good. It was more romantic comedy thriller than anything. So if you're like Gabby, she ended up liking it. Like she went in with no expectations whatsoever, and we went to the drive-in, of course. And so my daughter was acting up a little bit, but by the time she fell asleep, she was like, my daughter fell asleep. Gabby was like, "Well, what the hell's like happening? Like, what's going on?" She's like, "Now I'm really interested. Like, I want to see the rest of it." So
yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Like, it's hard because I can't think of a better way to describe it than how the director himself described it, which is like it's a little bit of everything. A little bit of action, a little bit of romance, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of drama. There's just a little bit of everything, and it doesn't have an exact home for anything. So it's hard to call it like an action romantic comedy because there's a lot of other elements still in there,
yeah,
I mean, you wouldn't call Castaway action romantic comedy, even though it has elements of it.
Yeah,
like that's very much just a drama. Like, and this had just elements of all that stuff.
Yeah.
But dude, it was really good, man. I really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the movie. The part that I just did not like, and I mean, it's keeping it. This is bad enough that it's keeping it from being one of my top movies for this year. I hated the score. Like, with a passion, I hated that score. I'd rather have the movie without any music at all than the score that they put on there. Because it was just super, super cheesy, man. Just like, oh, here's an action sequence, and like, here's like super fast-paced music that's, action-oriented. Oh, but during that action sequence, they have like a little moment of romance, and all of a sudden, like, violin romantic music comes in, and then they start laughing, and all of a sudden, like, it gets into really upbeat, peppy music because you're supposed to be having a fun, laughy time. And the music was just all over the place and really just to meet the exact emotion of that moment. And I thought that was really bad.
Yeah, I think
really bad.
I think Marvel's definitely blamed for that a lot.
But with Marvel, I think they know that they're doing that, so everything ends up being very subtle with it. You don't get, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, you don't get super happy music at the happy times. You get something that's maybe a little more lively, but not a ton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's very subtle the way it's done, and this was not. This was like all up in your face.
In your face. You're supposed to feel sad right now.
Yes, exactly. Like, it's trying to dictate to you what you're supposed to be doing, and I hate that kind of stuff. Especially when the whole thing is like that.
Yeah.
Like, if it was a little bit or maybe a couple of moments to accompany it, that's good. But this didn't feel like an accompaniment piece. It felt like telling you what to do piece.
Yeah.
And I did not like it. Did not appreciate it.
You're like being told how to feel.
No. Don't tell me how to feel. My feelings are my own.
My feelings are my own, damn it.
Nice. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Other than that, I like it. Okay. I really do.
How did you feel about Assassin's Creed?
I wanted to like it.
You know what?
Halfway through the movie, I really liked it. Are we switching subjects?
Yes, obviously.
Okay. All right.
We're done with Passengers. Passengers was good. I recommend it. Yeah, I could say I recommend it.
I would recommend it too. I'd say go see it. If you get a chance, it's not like an imperative, but if you get a chance, go see it because it really is It really has some really great elements of it. Just don't pay attention to the music. Just ignore it. You know it's going to happen. Just leave it
Take
alone.
your significant other. They may enjoy it as well.
They may enjoy it as well.
Okay. Assassin's Creed. Will your significant other like this movie? Did she?
She had the exact same criticism I think we both had.
It was good, but not great. It was good, but she didn't like the ending.
Yes.
Okay.
Like if I would have left the theater 15 minutes early, I think I would have enjoyed this movie a lot more.
If you would have had to go to the restroom and left and came
Yes.
back and figured out it was over, you'd be like, oh man, that was a really good movie.
Yes.
I wonder how it ended. Man, I really want to see it again.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that I talked about it before, and because I had played the games, I was really super hyped about it.
You were.
Oh,
you were
man.
super hyped.
I really was.
I can attest to this.
I thought that this was going to be the movie to prove the point. Video game movies can be made successfully.
Yeah.
But I feel that it didn't, because it wasn't widely received as well, it didn't break that mold. It really didn't break it. But I feel like it was still a really good movie. And even the more we talked about it today, like we talked about it a little bit earlier today and even after we saw it, but the more I'm thinking about it, man, like the more I enjoy it, but just the ending
Yeah.
kind of sucked for me. Like all the action pieces, like the fighting style, the just the movements, just the little segments of him like kind of peering through the crowd. Like if you go back and play some of the game, or even just look at some of the cutscenes from the game, or even some of the trailers for previous games, those scenes are like shot for shot exactly like what the game is like. So it does do a lot of nods toward the actual gameplay and some of the action sequences in there as well. You get that little leap of faith moment, that was like the big thing that's in all the video games of,
Right.
Him leaping off a tall building and falling into some hay or, I don't know, bushes
Looked
or
like he was
shrubbery.
going into the top of a tent.
Yeah.
That we didn't get the payoff of it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It definitely took a different take on it, and I thought it was good, but again, the ending, I don't know, like the ending didn't sit right. There's definitely moments of cheese. Man, there's some moments of cheese.
Dude, okay.
Be careful in there. This is my life's work. This is my life.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, I was like, oh, come on. All right. Tone it down, Fassbender.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Dude, I was so with the movie for the first 2/3, man. So with it. And we talked about this already, but just to end it here. The movie just falls apart. I mean, like, you always talk about, not always, most people talk about movies in the traditional sense of almost like theater and plays, right? So you have like 3 acts normally for anything, right? You have like the opening, the beginning, the introduction, then you have like the exposition of everything where you introduce the problem and then you solve it in the 3rd act and you get resolution for everything.
Right.
And dude, halfway through this 3rd act is when it kind of lost me. Even though there's a pretty cool action sequence, and since we already said spoilers, I'm spoiling it here for everybody, but when all the like brotherhood starts really breaking him out, like trying to like prevent him from doing this big nasty thing he's doing, and almost intentionally doing at this point because he's all pissed off at them. The action sequences for them breaking out, that's pretty legit, dude. It's really good. But even with all the rest of the stuff that's going on at that point, it's just like move along. Like start wrapping some stuff up. Like give me something. Like it just can't be all based around that action sequence and then that's it. Like man, I don't know what it was, dude. I don't know if there's the writing. Like it feels more like it's just poorly written for that last act. That last third of the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I usually try to dig into it a little bit deeper and see if there's any other kind of like other backstory for it about writing. I didn't want to get into it after it came out because I just didn't want to read the reviews before and kind of get like a preconceived notion before there.
Right, yeah.
I just saw the critic score. And it was super low. I think it was like in the 30s the last time I checked it. And that was enough to be like, okay, like damn, like I know it's not doing well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't hearing from everybody like, hey, we saw it. It's a freaking amazing. Like, it's Civil War level amazing. Like, oh shit, like we're missing out,
dude. And those action sequences in the first half of the movie,
pretty damn legit, man.
Dude, they're awesome. They're really good.
Yeah,
like really, really good. But dude, other than that, man, like it just kind of. it's flat, dude.
I felt like this movie should have probably been an R. Like, for being Assassin's Creed, I thought the violence should have been, like, just kicked up just a little bit more. I mean,
Dude, but even then,
get that
man,
R
like,
rating, you know.
Did you feel anything was missing from those action sequences?
No, actually, they felt like
so
pretty...
then there's no point of it being like a higher rating because it would have been the same stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I think those were done like excellent. The problem that I see with the movie is more like where the story went. You know, because I mean, it didn't build up in the beginning, and sometimes you have to do that, right? Like, it's got to be slow moving in the beginning because you're throwing in action stuff. You need to, you know, just kind of set a precedence of what everything is, so you're not going to get a whole lot of it. But then it didn't go anywhere either. Like, there's no payoff in the end for any of that stuff. Like, and that the part that really sucked for me. Like, so much so that, dude, it's keeping me from even saying like, go watch it. I wouldn't even recommend it to anybody right now. I'd say like wait and see if you can watch it in home video. Like.
Yeah, I think if you're a fan of the game, I think you're gonna enjoy it mostly. Yeah. So I think if you just want to see it on the big screen, as far as like checking it out, you know, just getting that experience. Because, dude, it was freaking loud in that movie theater. Yeah. Like, I don't know if you got it, but I was like, shit. Like, I must be getting old. It must be the dad in me. But I was just like, can somebody turn this down? Just like one notch.
I didn't get the whole turn it down thing. I was like totally fine with it. It's probably because I'm still really congested and I can't hear anything.
Everything was like muffled to you anyway.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is totally fine. But there was a couple of times where I like turned and like whenever I go watch movies with Brandy, it's really bad because I'll just comment on stuff like midway through the movie. And I won't do that with other people. I usually try to stay silent and not disturb anybody. But there was a couple of times, especially when they did the carriage chases. Yeah. Like, dude, I turned around to like comment to Brandy and I was able to talk absolutely normal, not have to lower my voice or try to whisper. And I mean, I don't think anybody else could even wouldn't have even told that I was talking because it was so freaking loud.
The only thing I heard from Brandy at one point was, you know, the scene I'm talking about.
I told her, I turned around and I was like, that's kind of racist. And she goes, that is racist.
That's racist. That's all I heard. Because the scene of the one guy, and that guy's an amazing actor. He plays in the show The Night of. He plays one of the prisoners in there, and he's a black guy, and he says to Michael Fassbender when he sits down in the kitchen in the common area, "Hey, it's an open menu, but I recommend the chicken." Yeah, and then both. I just hear Brandy. That's racist.
Yeah, it's funny because like as soon as he said it, I turned around and I told Brandy, I was like, "It's kind of racist," and then she told it back to me, and that's when you heard it.
I was like, "Oh my god,
that's so awesome!" Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But then they offset it by having a white person say it as well. So they're
boom. It
wasn't as bad as originally.
Equal opportunity racism.
Yeah. But okay, so no, you don't recommend it. You don't recommend it. People see it. I recommend game fans see it. I've talked to a couple of gamers that have watched it as well of the series, and they enjoyed it. So they believe it. They lived up to it as well. So if you're a fan, absolutely check it out. If you're not, maybe wait till the DVD comes out or some other medium comes out.
Dude.
But if you're not even interested, or you know, if you're looking to give a movie a chance this year that you felt like is maybe out of your own wheelhouse, this is probably not the movie to go check out then.
Yeah. I would, man, it's just that last part. It's just that last part. If you can forgive the last part of the movie or not getting any kind of fulfillment by the actual plot of the movie, then go check it out. Yeah. But I mean, the fact that it's lacking so much there, it's not even just a little bit, it's lacking a lot. And that really sucks. Yeah. So...
Well, dude, I did want to mention something else. I don't know if we mentioned this. Did we mention this part last time?
No, we did not. This is the part that you wrote in the notes as 39.
Yeah.
And that's why you kept calling this 40, even though it's not 40.
I know, it's 39. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, so Gotham City Sirens, if you're unknowledgeable about this, it is a comic series that DC put out that is Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman, and it's their kind of team up, and it's like another villain movie, but David Ayer of Suicide Squad fame, him and Margot Robbie are kind of teamed up to kind of get this project going, right. And so Margot Robbie's definitely going to come back and reprise her role as Harley Quinn. I don't know who they would get for Catwoman or Poison Ivy, but I think it's interesting. This, you know,
They're getting
their own spinoff. You know,
they're gonna get Halle Berry and oh god, what's her name?
Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman.
That would be amazing. Oh,
That'd be hilarious.
What if they even went further back and did Michelle Pfeiffer? Bam, reprising her role.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Now she's too old.
Yeah. Man, you're an ageist, John.
I am.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, dude.
If I saw any day, no. Maybe. You know what? Maybe they would go. What's her name? You know her name.
I don't know.
You know her name.
I don't know her
Starts
name.
with an A. Maybe. What's her name?
I don't know, man.
Anne Hathaway.
Oh,
Because she played Catwoman in
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, right? She just did it.
Yeah. So that'd be interesting to see.
That'd be weird. It was Catwoman, but it wasn't really Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in the Christopher Nolan universe.
Yeah.
Which is weird and awkward now.
Yeah. Okay. So no Anne Hathaway. But
No Anne Hathaway.
Who would you want to see as?
Catwoman and Poison Ivy?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You don't know?
I can't even make any suggestions on that.
Really? Not a one.
Not a one.
Not even an up and comer or just a.
I don't know, man.
Okay, just because I've been watching, because Gabby's been going through True Blood and she wanted to go from Go again.
Snap.
Because we only saw like the first 2 seasons and then.
I've never seen an episode.
Good. Don't waste your time.
Okay.
The first
I was like,
two-
maybe it's that good that he's watching it twice, but no.
No, the
guess
first
not.
2 seasons are amazing,
Yeah.
and then the 3rd season kind of gets into werewolves. And the 3rd season gets into kind of like voodoo.
Okay.
And then the 4th one gets into werewolves.
Yeah.
And then the 5th one kind of gets into fairies and pixies.
I have no idea.
And then the 6th and 7th one are, I think, fights all between them and the humans in politics. And and that's kind of like an overarching theme through the whole series is like them trying to get vampire rights. So
Wow.
yeah,
Terrible.
and it ends terribly too.
Oh. Sorry.
But yeah, but Gabby wants to see it. So the girl who plays this girl named Jessica Hamby in the True Blood show, she also plays the secretary in Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she would be a great Poison Ivy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Long red hair,
Oh, man.
pretty fair skinned.
I can't remember her name. And I should know her name because it's on the beginning credits of Daredevil every
Yeah.
time. And I've watched that series like twice now.
Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about.
And something?
Ooh, that's a good one. Hold on, let's see.
Something with a W. It's her last name.
Deborah Ann Wool. You're
Deborah
right.
Ann Wool.
Man, you were close, man.
I was super close.
And her name is Karen Page in the show.
Yes.
It's
That I knew.
Good call, man. Good job.
Just because, I don't know, every time, this is terrible. Like, this is also kind of good because this is how I learned actors and actresses' names. Like, on a series, whenever the, like, beginning, opening, theme, and credits roll, like, I always read every single name on there.
Oh,
even
yeah.
though I don't know who anybody is.
Well, yeah, that's it. That is a good way to go.
But then I'll forget, you see?
Yeah.
I mean, that was terrible.
You need to build a mind palace for
I need
yourself.
a mind palace. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know what room that would go into, but
Probably not in the first one.
no.
Probably here.
Anyway,
Okay.
she would be a good Poison Ivy. I think she would make an interesting Poison Ivy. I could see that.
Yeah.
You know what? You know who I thought like immediately for Poison Ivy
Okay. Who?
was Jessica Chastain.
Oh, really?
That is her name, right? I'm not mixing that up.
Yeah, the one from Zero Dark 30 and from all that other stuff.
Yeah.
The other one in not Inception, not Intervention, not Inner Space.
Oh, you're thinking of The Martian?
No,
She's in The Martian. What are you thinking about? Oh, Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Yes. Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about. The Martian. No, close though.
She was in there.
It was spacey. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know, like why. I think maybe.
And Dave Bautista as Bane, just for good kicks.
No, it can't be in both universes.
He can't be. Had to be
Maybe another wrestler.
Maybe another no.
Oh!
He's already Aquaman. I was going to say Jason Momoa.
Oh, yeah, no.
But he's already Aquaman, so he can't be Aquaman.
The Rock. They need
and
The Rock in there.
Well, he's
so
going to be
people go
Black
watch the
Adam.
movie. Was he really?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
So it was fun. Oh, that was another thing. Damn it, this news segment is getting longer than I wanted to be.
Yeah, man, hurry up.
The Rock tweeted out a picture of him and Henry Cavill having like beers or whatever, and they're just like Black Adam and Superman just hanging out. So
that's awesome. See, that's exactly what DC needs.
Yeah.
That's exactly what DC needs, because
if they just had The Rock in anything, then
they're just
going to
make The Rock all the characters.
Right. I thought for sure he'd be the more blown up version of Shazam. I don't know who they're going to get.
Yeah.
But I really don't. I really hope they don't go the way of like Brock Lesnar or something, of having him play that, because he's really not. I don't think he's. Well, he is kind of childlike because he's supposed to be a kid. So I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go with it, but that'd be cool. Or would not be cool. Opposite of that. Dude, let's get into this freaking review. Let's do it.
No, we're done with the review. What are you doing?
No, we're done with news.
Oh.
I'm talking about the year in review.
All right.
2016.
And just so everybody knows, because I'm sure halfway through the episode you're thinking, like, this is going really long. And it is going to be very long because I was sick last week and I could not record. Yeah. It was done. It was over. I slept all of Wednesday. Like, literally all of Wednesday.
All day. He was like, you know what I'm going to do?
I was awake.
I'm going to take the day off, and I'm going to watch both those movies at once, so you have to catch up. No. You give me so much shit about it, and then you were, boom.
Dude.
Full blown.
I calculated it out. I was awake for only 6 hours on Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was really bad.
That's dumb.
Yeah, stupid.
And you're sleepy now. I can't believe it.
No, man, I'm past it. It's over.
Good.
Meatball sub has passed.
The meat has passed.
Anyway, so yes, we're just making this episode longer.
Okay, right on.
But yeah, so
at least 30 minutes. I think we can push it.
Yeah, no. Year in review. We just want to talk about 2016 and all its stupidness and awfulness and crazy things that happened IRL in 2016. There was some good things that did come out of 2016 and some things that we did not like about 2016, even then in the movie space, in the movie sphere. But
so let's start it off, man.
Let's kick it off.
First category that we have is our favorite movies that we thought that lived up to the hype. They just had so much like, this is going to be an amazing movie. This is going to be great and awesome. Everybody, this is going to change your life. Take a separate pair of pants because you're going to shit yourselves. This is so amazing. I thought it was a dead split for me. And it was definitely Rogue One
completely
and Deadpool.
Agree. Yes.
Like
Rogue One, Deadpool, 100%
yes.
Completely agree. Yeah. So
2017 is about to freeze over because we're
starting off in a good place.
We're starting a new phase of this show.
We agree on everything.
We agree on everything, yes. And we repeat everything as well.
Yeah. I think for the rest of maybe there's one or two other things that we're going to agree on in this thing because I've already read all the answers and we might really, really disagree on some of the stuff coming up.
But super disagree soon.
For this first one, I'm glad we're both in agreement because that must mean these movies are good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you don't need us to tell you because you already know that Star Wars, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, is amazing. And you know that Deadpool is freaking phenomenal.
Yes.
So, there you go.
Dude.
It done did it.
Yeah. It's one of those things that was really difficult because with all the promotion that Ryan Reynolds was doing and the way that original screen test and him being him, I was like, oh man, this has got to be good. At the same time, I was skeptical because it's Fox, man. They've ruined everything before. Yeah. But dude, Deadpool, Ajax, Colossus, Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah. Who would have thought like that combination of characters would have come out so well in one movie together?
Dude.
I would have never thought to put all those together. And it just worked.
It was amazing, dude. Amazing. Like, such a good movie, man. Like still to this day, like, I'll just throw it on. It's on HBO.
I know.
I own the movie. I have it on Blu-ray. I have it on my Apple TV. And I saw it on HBO. I was like, play it. Let's play it.
We did the same thing the other day. We were just, like, flipping through all the movies. She was like, Deadpool's on again. I was like, yeah, throw it on there.
It's so good, man. Yeah. It's good, and I'm glad it was. And, I mean, dude, anytime anything Star Wars comes up, I mean, you say Star Wars, everyone's like, oh, my God.
You know what's so funny is that 10 years ago, this wouldn't be the thing.
Right?
Episode 1, 2, and 3 did not receive the gracious, love that we're given. Episode 7 and...
I don't know, man. If you 17 years ago. 17 years ago, before episode 1 came out, there was probably this much hype for the movie, if not more.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Jar Jar Binks happened. And then everyone was like, what the F?
Dude, as much as everybody's been talking about Jar Jar Binks, like, I watch all those damn Darth Jar Jar videos.
Yes, thank you.
And now I'm super excited to see, like, if he actually does come back, if that's a thing. That'd be super,
hilarious.
super fan service, but I think that'd be amazing.
That'd be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
But it would be so good.
What if, okay, let me throw this at you. Let me throw this out to the universe. Feel free to throw it right back to me if you don't like it. But what if instead of the next, because they're going to do a Han Solo movie and they're going to do a rando third movie. I don't know if it's supposed to be either a Yoda story or if it's supposed to be a or a Kenobi story.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
But
I know that's
what if it was a Jar Jar story of how he went to the dark side?
Dude, if they did it and fleshed out the whole reason he was there and made him like the puppeteer to everything, that would totally justify the first movie, and I would be so in episode 1 after that. Like, I like it, man. Like, I know people like complain about it. People hate the pod racing scenes. I like those scenes.
Actually, it was pretty good.
They're
the pod racing
good,
was
man.
fun.
Like, and it's nothing too crazy. And I know I probably get on Brandy's nerves all the freaking time because I do it every single freaking time. But I love repeating the like, it's working. Like, I love it.
Nice.
I mean, you know, it's not great moments and it wasn't the best they could have done with Star Wars ever. But I mean, it was cool. It was interesting for the time. And I mean, I think now retrospectively we hate on it a lot because it wasn't
easy. It's low hanging fruit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So much hate for it already.
Right. But dude, the one thing that I really did not like about those movies, and still to this day did not like, was Jar Jar.
Yeah.
But if they would go back and justify what and why and how, oh man, I'd be so into that. I would be in it. I would go watch an independent Jar Jar movie.
Wow.
And especially because that guy seems like the nicest guy in the world ever.
Give him some redemption, you know. Let's
Right?
just bring him back. I'm pretty sure he got so much hate mail.
Dude,
and
he
probably
still gets a ton of hate.
Yeah.
But
I'm
dude,
pretty
that
sure he
guy
even got
is-
death threats also. And he didn't do anything but his job.
Right. And his interviews, and he's got a YouTube channel, I think, even, like, and he's one of the nicest dudes.
Yeah.
At least he appears to be one of the nicest guys out there. And it really sucks that people hate on him so much when he was just doing his job.
Yeah.
So let's give him a second chance. Let's give him a chance to redeem
Well, you know
himself.
what? Another group of people that were just doing their job, the Nazis, and look what they were doing.
Okay. Well,
No,
yeah,
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to take it there.
You got a
Didn't
point
mean
there.
to take it there. Didn't mean to take it there. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Well, speaking of low-hanging fruit, let's kick some other properties that are down. Most hyped movie that definitely let us down, and Suicide Squad is on my list, man. That's
dude.
the topper for me.
Yeah, for me, and it's funny because it's the same camp, but
Yeah.
BVS, dude.
But BVS, you know what? And actually, I watched BVS again yesterday, and yes, Gabby went to the store, and I stayed home with the baby, and she went to the store and came back, and she was like, "This movie's still on?" Like, she was like,
Yep.
"Is this the same movie? Did you start Man of Steel and then go into the next one?" I was like, "No, still the same movie." So, yeah.
And even worse, though, I don't know. Like, I know it's for Suicide Squad, but I think it's, like, for me, it might be BVS because I didn't expect that much out of Suicide Squad, and to me, it was what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You know, I really didn't think, like, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. I don't know if you even remember me saying it, but
Yeah.
you know how we all usually buy tickets together? I was like, I'm not organizing this one because
Yeah.
I didn't care to watch it. Like, if everybody got tickets, cool, then I would go with the group, but otherwise not doing it. And BVS was the one that I was like, okay, cool, like, let's check it out because I liked Man of Steel.
Yeah, I do too. I really like Man of Steel.
Yeah, it's not great, and it's not, you know, the best thing for them ever, but, like, I thought it was good, man. Like, it definitely did its job. It definitely did its job for what it was supposed to do. And it was a great starting point and build-up point for them to kind of go and take this and build a great universe out of it. And then BVS comes out and totally squashed any hope or dream that I thought DC could bring back into this amazing universe.
You know what? But I don't think I didn't dislike it as much as a lot of people did. I think I still enjoy it. Like
Really?
Yeah, I think I can still watch it. I mean, shit, I bought the extended cut.
I bought the extended cut too, and immediately regretted it.
I don't know. It has its moments. I'm hoping it changes, but or the where it's going. But man, because I think Ben Affleck's Batman portrayal saves it for me because I really do like his Batman. Like I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
even
dude,
though
to me he's the highlight of the movie.
Yeah, very much. I think he saves it in that way. And and I know Superman is super mopey, but I don't know. I can definitely see it. I can see how heavy lies the crown. Of being Man of Steel. So I don't know. I don't fault it for that. So
yeah.
I think I enjoy it, and maybe that's why. Although yes, it was disappointing. It wasn't as disappointing as Suicide Squad for me, just because I was super excited for the Joker. And
yeah, you really were, and I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like for you, to me, I didn't go in with expectations, and I think that's why it was okay for me, and it still wasn't a great movie or a good movie, even like in my opinion. But I mean, to me, it wasn't as big a disappointment as BVS because I liked Superman. And I liked it to the extent it was, and I was hoping they would build on it rather than being very slow and convoluted and everybody being out of character for who they are. Everything just seemed so wrong. Like, so wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Just did not like it. That's what set up my expectation for Suicide Squad. So that's why that one I think is a little bit more of a letdown for me.
Well, we know those are letdowns for sure.
Okay, back to good stuff.
Back to the goods. Best new episodic series, and here we totally agree.
Yes.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Damn it. And it's only going to get better.
Dude.
I hope.
Hopefully. Now you're jinxing it.
Yeah, those are huge knocks.
Knock on wood, man.
Damn. This is a huge
Can't
wooden
believe you
table.
did that. Yeah.
But it feels like it's on its road to be better. On the road to be really good in the second season. But I mean, who's to say? What you listen to music, John?
Yes.
You play some instruments.
Yes.
Do you know any sophomore albums that are really, really good?
Yeah.
Do you know one off the top of your head?
No. I'm sure. I'm sure if I really thought about it.
I could think of one off the top of my head, and it's not anything classic or anything. I think the Foo Fighters sophomore album.
That's exactly who I was going to say.
Shut up, John.
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, the Color and Shape, man. That album is amazing. And they had probably like their biggest hits off of that one for a while.
Yeah.
So
I can think of some smaller bands that I'm sure nobody else has ever heard of. Like for me, House of Heroes, I love their second album.
Couldn't tell you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and there's a few of them out there, man. There's a few of them that are like their second album is really good. Like it's they got stuff together, they figured it out. The first one, and that's one of the things, man. Like, and I always say this about music, so a little introspective into music. Most of the time, you're a small band, you're trying to make it, you're playing a bunch of gigs, you're writing a bunch of songs. By the time you get picked up by a label, like you got this like 5-6 year collective of stuff that you can build on to make one really good album of your top hits for that time.
Yeah.
And that's your first album. Even though you've been playing that stuff for a while, you've had time to refine it and really make it and do something with it. So the second one is always like, okay, we need to make another album, do it. And then a year later, you got this stuff of like stuff you haven't been able to refine, stuff that you've written while you're on the road and tired and just want to get something done because the record label is requiring you to do it. And that's why I think a lot of sophomore albums fail.
Yeah.
But there's some that are really good.
Yeah. Boom.
Dude,
Great
Stranger
example.
Things, I'm hoping is not just the collective of like stuff that they wrote and had time to refine for the first time and then go on to something with a second, because I really hope it's got a good second season. It seems like it could only build and be better, and hopefully they're taking their time and refining it and not rushing anything to market. And the good thing is that Netflix doesn't have that reputation of like just get something else out because hey, the next season is starting to come out, or it's the time for season premieres to start going on right now because they drop all the episodes at once and they don't have the time schedule that TV does. They're not trying to make a September deadline. And I really, really hope that plays into the hands of Stranger Things and they have something really spectacular for season 2 because I'm hyped.
They can drop
ready.
it whenever the flip they want to.
Just say it, Eric.
Yeah.
2016.
2016. Okay, cool.
What else, man?
Next, I think we're going up here on. We're going to be on a roller coaster of emotion here, so we're still going up here.
Yes.
So this is I said this is the Quiet Beast segment or category, just because just a movie that we were kind of like, we really didn't talk about a whole lot, or if there wasn't much hype, or there were just really maybe just a random suggestion from somebody. But I felt like the movie Midnight Special, man, I really liked it. Like, it really.
I don't even know which one that is.
It stars Adam Driver of Kylo Ren fame.
Yeah.
Michael Sheen or Shannon, I believe. He plays General Zod in BVS.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Shannon.
Shannon, yeah. Or Shanahan or Shannon?
One of those two.
One of those two. And I believe one of the guys that played like Terminator and Terminator Salvation.
Okay.
I forget who the female lead is in it. But basically they have a boy who's considered, well, God, essentially. Like, this cult is really built around this boy, and because he can see things. Okay. And it's basically them like taking him across country trip to trying to get him away from like government who's trying to peer into that. Adam Driver's on the side of the government trying to figure out what's up with this kid. Why is he a part of this cult? You know, why do they look up to him and all this other stuff, and who his parents were. And so super interesting.
Not in our wheelhouse, it sounds like it.
It's super sci-fi. Super sci-fi.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you get into the nitty-gritty of it, yeah.
So he does have like special powers or something?
So, and you see it right away.
Okay. All right. Well, then cool.
So,
yeah, definitely.
So it's pretty good. I definitely think if you're looking for something kind of like thriller, random-y, but also sci-fi, I suggest checking it out. Midnight Special. I think it's on Amazon and all other places you can download movies. What did you feel, man?
I couldn't think of one.
Okay.
Not in our wheelhouse anyway. Nothing that was in. So what I put down is Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
Okay.
The reason I put it on there,
I feel like everybody knew about that one.
Everybody knew about that one. But you know what? Like, after the first one, I think people were like, okay, I'm not watching it. I don't care. Mm-hmm. Unless you had like kids or something that really wanted to go see it. Like, it wasn't one of the ones people were rushing out to the theaters to go see. But I want to go watch it just because I love Ninja Turtles, man. I think I'm still a kid at heart. Like, I'm still a kid practically in pretty much many other ways as well. But
as you're wearing your Metroid shirt,
right? Come on now. Yeah, dude, I had to go watch it, and dude, it's not bad, man. It's definitely not a great movie either. It's not a cinematic masterpiece where like everything is perfect and really great, but dude, it's a fun movie. And I don't think people realized how fun of a movie it was, especially if you're a big fan of the original cartoon.
Oh yeah,
because it had so many things that were just fan service to the original cartoon. So many things.
Was Tyler Perry Baxter?
Yes.
Okay. I was just like, I'm waiting for Baxter to come out. Did he turn into a fly in this?
No, he did not.
Oh.
But you could see how you could easily go that way.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. It was pretty good. It was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
You get Turtle Van, dude.
Yeah, that's true. It could either shoot out pizzas or sewer hubcaps or sewer manhole covers.
Yes.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah.
I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot.
What is this other one? Not in our wheelhouse.
Okay, so I'm not in our wheelhouse one because that's the only thing. Because I think for me in particular, like I usually tend to just watch stuff that's like really popular coming out. Especially when it comes to like sci-fi and stuff like that, because I'm trying to read up on it, see what's coming out, and,
right.
Like go into those things that everybody's talking about. So as long as I heard about it, I'll watch it. The things that I tend to watch that are not very popular are the things that, like in other stuff. Dude, Hunt for the Wilder People.
I never heard of it.
Oh man, it's so good. You'll recognize the name when I say who the director was. Writer and director, I believe.
Benicio del Toro.
No.
Who?
Taika Waititi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, I hadn't not even heard that this movie was going to happen. I had no idea what it was. It is so freaking good, dude. It's super funny. Like, to me, it's even better than Out of the Shadows.
Really?
What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
Not what you and I do, but
no,
I know
the movie title, What We Do in the Shadows. But dude, like that one is good. It's funny and it's got its high points, low points. everything. Dude, this is like, it's heartfelt, it's funny. The way it's cut and edited is so good, and it tells a big part of the story through that as well. Beautiful shots, like overall, like I think it's shot in New Zealand and what do they call it? The bush. Hey man, New Zealanders, that's what they called it. So
Grow up, John.
that's what they said, man. I didn't name it that.
Yeah.
But dude, it's really, really, really good. It's on Hulu right now. If you have Hulu, it's on Hulu, completely 100% free. I know last week it was a 99-cent rental on iTunes. For everybody who's got iTunes, I don't know if it still is this week. I can't attest to that, or if it will be by the time we post this. But it was a 99-cent rental on iTunes. But dude, such a good movie, man. Like I couldn't recommend it enough for anybody who hasn't heard of it or doesn't know anything about it. Hunt for the Wilder People.
Right on, dude.
Really good story.
It looks good.
Really funny.
And it brings back Sam Neill, who's been dead since the Event Horizon.
Right?
Yeah.
He hasn't done a whole lot. He's
No. Well, maybe, I think he did Jurassic Park 3 after that.
he's gained some weight definitely since then.
Yeah. Oh,
but-
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandy like had a hard time recognizing him at first too.
He kind of has a Zach Galifianakis look going on.
A little bit, yeah. Like an old Zach Galifianakis. But
Okay,
dude,
yeah, but looks good, man. I think I want to check it out.
Really, really enjoyed it, man. I can't recommend that one enough.
Cool.
So check it out if you haven't. So now we go to the worst movies of
Worst.
2016.
Boom, hands down for me, Independence Day.
Didn't like it.
I didn't, man. I really wanted to like it so much.
Dude.
There wasn't even a lot of hype around it, which even more so, like, okay, there was some hype, but not as much as Suicide Squad had hype. And
It had pretty bad scores on Rotten Tomatoes.
super low scores. And that doesn't matter, I guess, when I wanted to see it, because Independence Day originally didn't have amazing scores, but
Right.
at least it had, like, a legit idea and just like a call to action and the most patriotic citizen ever, you know,
Right.
just at the end of the speech that the president gives, you know, he's just like, bam, salute, you know, hard, you know, we're gonna, you know, take these aliens out. But nothing, man. It was just ridiculous. Oh, man, I hate that freaking tidal wave scene. That old man lives. You should have killed him. He should have died. He should have been impaled on all those freaking wood chips or whatever. But no, he just sitting there, just chilling out. And along come these kids. Yeah, he's totally fine. Not a scratch on him. He got some dust on his forehead, but that's about it. Oh, man, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. There was
like it would have been a better scene if when they found him, he was completely paralyzed, you know, just from the neck down.
Dude,
and then they
like,
come by and they just put him out of his misery and they just
fatal
tell his
wound,
story. Yeah.
You know, like where like he gets the kids over there to the proper place, but then he dies immediately after.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking of like kind of like in the first movie, The First Lady.
Oh yeah,
you know, like something like that. You know,
call
like
back to that, man.
Like like you have a point and purpose for them, but they're not necessarily going to make it through this whole thing. Dude, and then all the wrong people make it, it seems like.
Yeah.
Like everybody that you want to make it through and survive, like, nope, they're just killed off right away.
No, Will Smith's ex-wife.
Yep.
She works super hard not to be a stripper and become the head of that surgery department or whatever. I don't know, the surgery layer, whatever they call hospitals in the future. But then, boom, they give her like a couple good lines and then, damn, she's dead.
Dead. Dude, I know that one hurt you really bad.
That made me super mad.
Yep.
Vivica Fox, man.
Yeah, dude.
Oh well.
I'm not going to completely disagree because there are certain things about that movie that I really don't like. But for me, that's still a fun movie to watch. For me,
I know you and Edward both, man. Y'all.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's just entertaining. Like it's not great. It's very poorly written. Very poorly written. That's probably the worst grievance or the biggest grievance I have with that movie is that I don't think the writing is very good on Independence Day at all, like Independence Day Resurgence.
Yeah.
But the rest of it is fun for me. Like the action sequences are cool. Like it's got some cool visuals. Like I like the way it ends. I know people complained about it, but
you're the only one that I've ever heard that from.
Right? I like it, man.
Weird.
Like I would love it if they did continue it.
That's almost questioning like our partnership on this.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
This podcast.
To me, the worst one was X-Men Apocalypse.
No, I kind of like that one.
Dude, I know. This is what I'm saying. We're going to disagree on some of these things. But dude, it's not a good movie, man. It just felt like such a big rehash. And even more so after watching it again, because I bought it because I have to. Because it's an X-Men movie.
Yeah.
And I'm stupid for doing it because I should have boycotted it like I said I was going to. Because, dude, it's not a good movie, man. It's such a rehash of Days of Future Past. It's even worse in a lot of those elements that it has. Like, they had such great potential for a lot of the actors that are in there, but instead they just throw them either into the same situations or in situations that they don't get a chance to use, like their true acting ability. And, dude, it sucked for that, man.
Yeah. They had such great momentum going in from Days of Future Past. I mean, I guess, the
even before
First Class.
Yes.
Okay, First Class started so strong, and there was so much the potential.
And they should have kept that guy as director instead of bringing back stupid-ass Bryan Singer. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
I hate him right now.
You hate him right now?
Right now and forever, probably.
Well, I mean, I can't fight that. I mean, you feel how you feel.
I mean, he destroyed what they had started to create in First Class. Because I really like First Class. Like, it's not, to me, super great and flawless as far as the X-Men movie is concerned, because they did have a lot of stuff that was out of context and not part of what the comic book is. But they're starting to bring some of those elements back a little bit. I didn't like that even from then that sets the precedence of Mystique being a good guy. I think at the end they really should have really hard made her into a bad guy, because I think that's what she is, and she's great as a villain in the X-Men series.
Yeah.
And instead they kind of integrated her to be a good guy, but I don't know if that was the intent of that director, and Bryan Singer just changed it because everybody loves Jennifer Lawrence or what, or the studio or whatever. Either way, Days of Future Past was still decent and passable.
Yeah.
But dude, to me, Apocalypse was just the pits. It was
They could have done better. They could have done better.
It feels like the third movie in the series for these is always
the
worst by far.
Stole a line right from the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
It's so
All
bad,
right.
man. It's so bad.
Okay. Well, let's get off this low train.
Okay. Let's bring it back up.
Who won 2016, John? Movie-wise, at least.
For me, dude, and I don't know, I guess I just didn't know what you wanted with that statement.
Well, I mean, what do you think? Like, what was the best movie you feel of the year?
The best movie, the one that I enjoyed the most was Rogue One.
Yeah.
To me, that's the one that won the year, like, as far as that is concerned.
Just super satisfied all over. Just,
right.
Just, yeah. And I think that's why I chose Rogue One, is just because, not only did it live up to the hype, but also it just felt good.
Yeah, it hits on all the notes. The music was really well done, even though it's not John Williams doing the score. Visuals were pretty damn awesome. Characters, I really loved and got into those characters, even though there's tons of complaints of them not getting fleshed out properly, or getting a whole lot of stuff. To me, I thought they did it enough, dude, because that's what you get in a lot of times in action type movies, and they gave everybody a little piece of significance.
You're getting a whole lot more than just a scroll and a sentence to describe like how they got this.
Yes.
So I think absolutely. You're preaching to the choir, my friend. Like,
I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know it's on top of your list too.
Yeah. So, but
what I thought, and the reason it's different, what I thought you meant by the statement is like which one had the biggest impact on 2016.
Oh.
And that for me was probably Civil War.
Okay, I could see that.
Just because that was like, we got Avengers, right? And both Avengers movies have been pretty good. But this was like, to me, it felt like a bigger culmination of like everything that Marvel's been doing. Bigger than Avengers even.
Yeah, it really just set everything up for so many things that are in motion now. Like Thor Ragnarok, Ant-Man, Spider-Man that's coming out. Like, it really is like a launching platform for a lot of the upcoming things in the new year.
Dude, so many, man. Like, so many things. It sets a different perspective on everything in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then, dude, it's the introduction of Spider-Man into it, like a property that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
But, dude, had some real consequences that you really were, like, crazy in. And on top of that, and to bring it back to real life stuff, dude, huge impact on the box office and how people see this and do things. It shows that, dude, you can spend a crap ton of money, pay these actors a ton of money, build something from scratch basically for characters that people didn't think anybody would be interested in, have that character be in the title of the movie, and blow everything else out of the water this year.
Yep.
Like, ridiculous.
Wholeheartedly agree.
So we agree on both. Even though they're different.
I like yours, you like mine. It's okay.
I think it was just two different questions.
Yeah.
I think is all that it really was. Two different questions we were trying to answer there. But dude, heck yeah, man.
Well,
both of those movies, super spectacular.
Of course. A couple other things. You added this next category in there.
Yeah, man. Just other stuff that you thought was good.
These things, I definitely totally agree with yours. Just a couple things that out of our wheelhouse that I like to mention.
Go for it.
The Accountant. Dude,
yeah. I haven't watched it yet. I want to watch it, but I haven't yet.
I really like that movie.
Yeah.
Like, Ben Affleck did an awesome job. I'm a huge Anna Kendrick fan, so huge Anna Kendrick fan because she's such a little person.
Oh, okay.
But
that's messed up.
Yeah, she's just tiny. I don't know what it is.
You're a heightist.
Yeah. Dude. There you go. There we have it now. But yeah, really like that one. If you haven't seen it, I would suggest seeing it. It's definitely an action thriller by all sense of the word, and yes, I enjoyed it. The Night Of is an HBO show starring Riz Ahmed. He was recently in a Rogue One, a Star Wars movie, a Rogue One. You know what I mean?
Backwards, yeah, you got it.
Either way, Rogue One story, Star Wars.
Yeah,
wait, hold on. No, you know what I mean. He goes out one night. He steals his dad's taxi. He goes out. He picks up a girl. Gets with the girl. Wakes up. She's dead the next morning, and he just takes off. It's about his story about him getting arrested and the whole process. That happens like within the first 15 minutes. And the rest of the story is like, did he do it? Did he not do it? Is he going to be guilty? Not guilty? What happens?
I haven't watched it yet, but it looks interesting.
Oh, man. It is super just like,
we're getting into that point where everything is slowing down.
Yeah.
So I'll probably have some time to watch that.
Cool. I hope you check it out. If you like that Netflix show Making a Murderer, I think you might like this show. It's pretty. It's just intense, man. I'm like an emotional sponge sometimes when I watch TV shows like that. Like, I can't watch Breaking Bad the whole season through just because I start feeling bad. I just start just absorbing all that emotion. I'm just like,
don't do it.
I can't do it. Awesome. But other notable things of the year: Luke Cage. Was amazing.
Really good.
Preacher, we barely talked about Preacher.
I know. I think it's because I stopped watching it, and I think kind of fell off.
I thought it ended really well, and I'm excited to see like where it's going to go next year when it comes back. And of course, Westworld, man.
Yeah, so good.
And I think everything you listed, I'd liked except for one, and I think you know which one.
Whatever, man.
Go ahead.
You didn't even watch it.
I didn't. I didn't even want to waste the time, I feel.
All right, for me, Doctor Strange is really good. I mean, to me, it sets up a whole different part of the Marvel Universe that I love for them to go explore and get deeper into it. It feels like they just kind of skim the surface with some of that stuff. With other stuff, I felt like they went really deep because it is introducing magic and going crazy with it. But I think they can go a lot further, and I think they can explore that later on. So it was just cool, man. It was cool to see 3D, such a good experience for those 3 or 4 significant scenes that are in there that just enhances anything to do with 3D. I also love 10 Cloverfield Lane. 10 Cloverfield Lane was, to me, just a beautiful movie overall. The writing, the script, the things that happen, the twists, the turns, the way it's shot, the visuals, the coloring, everything I thought was so freaking good about 10 Cloverfield Lane. And I don't want to hype it up too much because some people might not find it as spectacular, but I thought it was really good and definitely worth watching.
I think that should have been your subtle beast. Because
you think so?
I think so, just because there wasn't a lot of hype around it. Yes, it was a good movie. A lot of people didn't see it, I don't think, even though it probably did okay in the movie theater. But I think that definitely...
And it was kind of one of the ones that like just started getting like promotion pretty close to it being coming out. Like,
yeah, I think the last 2 weeks when we saw like a trailer drop for it, they're like, "Oh, out next week or whatever." And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah, dude. But dude, oh, so good. I love that movie a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the movie was pretty damn awesome. Pete's Dragon, man. I know that's the one that you want to hate on, but you haven't even watched it.
It's true.
I really think.
How do you know you like it if you haven't even tried it? That's pretty much.
Yeah,
Pete's
tell yourself
Dragon.
that again, Eric.
No.
Dude, I feel like it's one of those movies that if you watch it, it's gonna feel it's just a modern Disney classic, man. Like it's one of those. It's definitely made in the old school Disney fashion, where it is a very family oriented movie, a very like moral driven movie, but it does it so well, dude. So well in modern time, and really good visuals. That dragon looks absolutely amazing, and I don't know, It definitely has a lot of cheese to it because of those elements, that it is a family-oriented thing. But dude, it was so good to me, man. It was really, really good. You should just watch it. You really watch it. I feel like if you watched it, it'd be one of those things that you would show Lily and be able to enjoy with her when she's still younger.
Okay. I got to get her away from Sophia the first.
Yeah. This would be the perfect thing to start doing that. Man. Anyway, moving along. Oh, the last thing, not on our wheelhouse, but I really like it. I even bought it.
Oh, it just came out this week, right?
Last week.
Yeah.
This week I think it came out on Blu-ray, like hard copy. I just got it digital, like a couple of weeks back when it first released because I like it.
Yeah.
And it's not my thing, dude. I don't like westerns. You know this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of westerns that you like and love.
Yeah.
And I can't get into them.
I think Westworld really opened your eyes, I think.
Maybe, but Magnificent Seven is freaking legit, dude.
Right on.
Such a good movie. I like it and enjoyed it. Definitely has its flaws. Definitely an action movie more for action's sake. Mm-hmm. But dude, so good. I like it a lot. Anyway, those are my notables.
That is all of 2016.
2016.
Bam.
Boom.
2016
Wrapped up.
A nice little package. I hope you enjoyed it. And get it the fuck out of here. Done.
Moving along, man.
Done with
2017. What about 2017, man? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to so much. All the things of which Marvel has to come out. Everything looks super promising. Guardians of the Galaxy, of course. I'm stealing yours as well. Thor Ragnarok.
Spider-Man, dude. Spider-Man Homecoming.
Spider-Man Homecoming, yes. I'm excited to see Michael Keaton in a villainy role again.
Yeah.
He's done it a few times, but it's good to see him, man. He does such a good job.
He scares the absolute crap out of me.
Oh, yeah? Just does it.
Dude, every time he does one of those roles, it's like, dude, is he for real? Is he for real right now?
Yeah, he's super for
real. He's playing his role.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can never tell.
Game of Thrones, I'm going through right now, and while Gabby's watching True Blood, I'm watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Stop stealing all my stuff, dude.
No. Well, I mean, you say a lot of the same shit I want to say.
All right.
But this one you didn't have, which is a super shocker, maybe because it's at the end of 2017, Star Wars Episode 8, Untitled.
Yeah.
As of now.
Yeah.
But in post. So
yeah.
Hopefully we'll get that. Dude, I think when you go to Star Wars Celebration, I think they're going to drop the trailer then.
I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. I'm super hyped for Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah. Logan. I'm super hyped for Logan, man. I totally forgot about that. Okay, you can hate on that one all you want. I'm super excited for it. Damn, it looks so good. Oh, and that's the thing. Oh, we didn't even talk about that either. The first 40 minutes. People have seen the first 40 minutes of the movie already. Nothing but amazing things to say.
You talked about that already. How they talked about the little girl being the next 11 and blah, blah, blah.
I've heard it even more so
whatever.
On other things I've been watching and listening to.
It's all fake. It's
Well,
going to be a terrible movie.
Okay.
I'm calling it right now.
All right. What are you looking forward to?
I hope.
What do you
wrong.
love?
I really hope I'm wrong. Anyway, dude, Alien Covenant, dude. For all those things that I ranted on, this is what I should have said here instead of at the beginning.
Yeah.
But just the Alien Covenant. We'll leave it at that because I already talked about it.
Yeah. If you want to hear it again, rewind, go from the beginning, and start over.
Go back to the first few minutes. Mm-hmm. You'll hear it. But yeah, dude, Game of Thrones. Episode 8, I think it skipped my mind because I was trying to get this list together pretty quickly today. But yeah, dude, episode 8 for sure. Like, super excited about that. Wonder Woman, man. Like, I don't know why I keep putting myself in this situation where... You know what I think it is? I think it's the first couple of Christopher Nolan Batman movies. Because Batman Begins was pretty damn good, especially for its time. and kind of set up a new type of world that you could do. And then, dude, Heath Ledger as the Joker. Heath Ledger.
Every time.
Every time, dude. That's like my lips fall asleep when I start.
Heath, oh my God, he's so damn dreamy. First Night. Or Knight's Tale.
Knight's Tale.
First Night's the other one.
10 Things I Hate About You, man.
Yeah,
That's all I
there
gotta
you
say. But dude, yeah, man, like Heath Ledger in Dark Knight, dude, it was good, man.
Yeah.
All the like the old school, not all the old school back movies. I'm gonna take that back right away. Batman Returns, even I don't know, maybe that's too far. Batman Forever. Even it was okay.
Is
it was
Batman
not
Forever the
Two-Face Riddler.
Oh yeah, the Two-Face Riddler.
It's when it started to go down.
Okay, yeah, it was definitely on the spiral at that point.
Yeah. And but I mean, it wasn't terrible. Like to me, it wasn't terrible. It was still very watchable. After that is when it got terrible. But dude, I guess I just have hope to bring back the DC universe because, dude, Marvel is taking all the awards for comic book movies. I think right now. That's another one that I forgot on this list. I'll talk about it in just a second. Don't let me forget that I have another one. But dude, Wonder Woman, I hope can kind of bring it up and bring it back and kind of give Marvel like a run for their money with some of this stuff, man. Yeah. Because I guess
if they just did it right. Do it right, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I think if Wonder Woman is good, it'll hopefully kick off a whole new thing for them and get them back on the right track, man. Like give them some good competition for Marvel, so Marvel doesn't become complacent and just doing the movies. I don't know, just so that they keep up the competition. Competition is good for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't want everybody to just be the leader for all time and that's it. I think this could help sharpen each other. But the other thing, another comic book movie that I'm kind of excited about, just because the preview looks absolutely 100% amazing, Valerian.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
We haven't talked about it, and we haven't mentioned it. It just looks really, really cool.
Luc Besson of a Fifth Element fame.
Yes. I think it'll be pretty damn awesome. I'm hoping it'll be pretty damn awesome. The preview looks amazing. I don't know much about the comics, but I think they said that they're reprinting them. They're doing a reprint of the graphic novel. Or novels. I don't even know how many there are or what the series looks like. But they're doing a reprint for it since the movie's coming out, and people are excited about it, and it's got notoriety right now. And, dude, if it comes out again, and if I can find it, I'm definitely going to get it and try to read through it before the movie comes out. Similar to what you're supposed to be doing with Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you have or not.
I have it.
Calling you out right now. Because I'm going in with fresh eyes to that one, so...
Okay.
You need to have some background.
Oh, I'm going to have plenty of background. It's coming out in March, by the way, so we got plenty of time.
Yeah. You say plenty of time, and then like a week before, you're going to be like, I need to watch all of these.
I need to watch everything. Dude,
anyway.
He directed a lot of stuff.
What did he do? Go ahead. Give the list.
Well, I mean, I don't think they put his best work forward, but he did, well, of course, The Fifth Element. But he did a little movie before The Fifth Element called Leon, the Professional.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did that one.
I didn't realize he did that one. That's another movie that I've never seen that I really, really badly want to watch.
Really?
Yes.
Right on, man. Dude, that's Natalie Portman's first movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think it's, what's his name? Fifth Element villain? What's his name?
Oh,
not Zorg, but...
oh, that's what I was thinking of.
No, it's him, but his real name.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to forget.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, damn it.
Yep, you had it. You were so close.
I was way off. I don't know.
But he also did Lucy, so I don't know
how
you felt about Lucy.
You know what? Lucy's a very good action movie, but the plot to me is just like, it's all over the place.
Yep.
I didn't like that. But the action sequences were done really, really super well.
Oh, cool.
And this is... Valerian is... I mean, it's a story, right? So it's already built. It's based on a graphic novel. I don't think he's got to build out or flesh out what that story is going to be. I mean, who knows how much he did for Lucy, but it just felt like that was the problem with that movie because everything else about that movie is pretty damn good.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it doesn't go into like another Ender's Game because I know so many people that were excited about Ender's Game and ended up not doing that well.
What? Yeah, it didn't do well.
No.
People didn't like it, I think, because it strayed a little bit from the book. And I think it was a little bit too condensed to be in one movie. I really enjoy Ender's Game. I like that movie a lot. I just watched it the other day, in fact. again. I
Really?
should say. Yeah, man. Hopefully it'll be good. Anyway, I think that about wraps it up, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we've seen, what we hope to see. John?
What? John, what? Huh?
Where can the people find us, John?
People can find us at soundcloud.com/Kenobi's-corner, twitter.com/Kenobi's corner, at Twitter user at Kenobi's corner. Please drop us a comment on SoundCloud if you'd like, have a conversation in there, or tweet at us, and we'd love to talk to you about any of this stuff that you want to talk about in our wheelhouse or not, real life or not, movies in general, if you like. Anything you want to talk about, we're up for the conversation.
Yep.
Other than that, you can find us at your favorite podcasting platform. We should be in most. If we're not in a particular one that you like and want us to be on there, please let us know. Like I said, comment on SoundCloud, tweet at us if you'd like there, and we'll do our best to try to get on that platform or find a way to do it. Other than that, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening on the extra long episode.
Yeah. Hope you all have a great and happy new year, and don't forget to enjoy yourselves and each other in 2017.